is entitled Opening of the First Seal, Riding on the White Horse. The Lord Jesus takes the seventh seal book and he breaks the first seal. And so this is verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals and heard, and it was the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Revelations chapter 1, verse 6, chapter verses 1 and 2. Here is my own translation of these verses. That's McGee and not me. This is the McGee Absurdus ad Alatum. I wonder why that I can see the comments on that screen, but not that screen. Let me see what's going on here. I will take up your let me get to a breaking point, and then I will take up your questions. But it does worry me that you have questions and I can't see them over here on this screen. But anyway, okay. So this is the Absurdus McGeeus Absurdus translation. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seven seals, and I heard one of the four beasts creatures saying, as the sound of thunder, Go. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and one sitting on him having a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer. Christ is going to break all the seals ad surrectum, right in order. He is in full charge, and every creature in heaven is moving in his command. So and Daryl has this underscored, 4 horsemen are now going to ride forth. He breaks the seal and says, Go. Although the King James Version gives the impression that an invitation is given to John to come and see, the phrase "and see" should be omitted. And since the order issues from heaven, the proper translation is "go." It is restated by John that he saw and he heard. This is television as we are looking at it. Attempts to determine the symbols of the ride on the white horse have given rise to many differences of opinion. The preponderant interpretation among commentators is that he represents Christ. Well, he has a bow, he doesn't have a sword, does he? They use Psalms 45 and Revelation chapter 19 in support of their position. But most of the contemporary Bible expositors of the pre-millennial school say that and Daryl has this underscored, the white horse of the rider is Antichrist. And that would make sense because it's, like I said, it's a bow instead of a sword. That is the position of Scott, Ironside, Chafer, Woolvard, Woodridge, and Pentecost. And it happens to be my position also. It would be pretty difficult for the Lord Jesus, who is the one opening the seals, now to make a quick change, mount a horse, and come riding forth. To me, that would be rather inconsistent and unbelievable position. I personally take the viewpoint that, and Daryl has this underscored, this is Antichrist. This is an invitation of Christ. This is one who pretends to be Christ who comes forth. We are moving today in the direction of a world dictator. More and more is this true. All the nations of the world are disturbed. Lawlessness abounds, and governments are not able to control as they should. This is all preparing the way for the coming of one who is going to rule. Having cell phones and lockdowns so that they can make sure that you're in your home and only out whenever you're supposed to be, and that sort of thing as well. Darrell underscores this: Antichrist does not appear as a villain after all, and he continues underscoring here. Satan's angels are angels of light. Darrell continues underscoring he is not going to have horns or clove feet. Rather, and he continues underscoring here, he is going to be the most attractive man the world has ever seen. They will elect him, and the world will acclaim him because he has come in his own name. Darrell underscored this, but when he takes over, it sure is going to be bad for the world. I'm not sure he'll be elected. The U, the UN, the EU. I'm sorry, the EU. The people who run the EU are not elected. They think they have the right to rule over you because of their heritage. This is not just the uh, ravings of a preacher here in California. This is something that other men in other walks of life who apparently make no great claims to being Christians have said. Professor A.G. Tomby, director of studies of the Royal Institute of International Affairs, said, by forcing on mankind more and more lethal weapons and at the same time making the whole world more and more independent economically, technology has brought mankind to such a degree of distress that we are ripe for defying any new Caesar who might succeed in giving the world unity and peace. That will be, and Darrell has this underscored, the platform that Antichrist will come in on the world unity and peace. I think that if anybody appears on the scene now and offered the world that, the world would uh, ask whether he came from heaven or hell. I don't think they would care because they want peace at any price, and we have spent billions of dollars trying to attain it. J. Key Chesterton observed in his day, one of the paradoxes of this age is that it is the age of pacifism, but not the age of peace. There is a great deal of talking about peace. In a news item some time ago, we read of a woman in Fayetteville, Arkansas, who named the United Nations as the beneficiary of her $700,000 estate in the fervent hope that this uh, relatively small contribution may be in some may of some effect be bringing about universal peace on earth and goodwill among men. I want to say that the pouring that she poured that money down a rat hole because you are not going to buy peace with $700,000 or even millions of dollars. Darrell underscores this. We have given away billions of dollars throughout the world, and we do not have peace. The Ford Foundation, one of the world's wealthiest pirate organizations, pirate. No, it's private. It's a pirating organization. No, it's pirate or private organization has announced that their money eventually will be used to work for world peace and better government. living and education conditions, yet the world gets worse all the time. Darrell underscores this. When Antichrist comes to power, he is going to take peace, and the world will think that it is entering uh, he will talk peace, and the world will think it is entering the millennial when it is actually entering the Great Tribulation. Darrell continues underscoring here that the Great Tribulation comes in like a lamb, but it goes out like a lion. And Darrell continues underscoring here the promise of peace is the big lie the world is going to believe. This writer could not be Christ, therefore, in view of the fact that Christ is the lamb in the midst of the throne, who, as the lion of tribe of Judah, the root of David, is directing these events from heaven and is giving the orders of the four horsemen to ride. Christ is clearly identifying Revelation chapter 19. While here the identity is certainly obscure, which suggests that it is not Christ, but an imitation of him. That